Okay, on this video we're going to take a look at the time signature that is always found at the very beginning of every song on the grand staff. Now the children should understand that the grand staff is the G clef over the F clef, which is attached by a line and a brace. We went over that on the very first lesson. But the time signature is very important because we find two numbers. And in this case, we see a 3 over a 4. Quite often, they'll see a 4 over a 4. But each number is important to the playing of the song, even though the children will not be expected to count timing for a few lessons yet. But we see that the upper number, and it says right here, the upper number means 3 counts to a measure. And if we look down here, we see, just adjust my camera a little bit, we see that a measure is from one bar line, vertical line, to the next vertical line, and so forth. There may be many measures in a song, but a measure is the area between one bar line to the next bar line, a vertical line. That is one measure. And we see in the first measure here, we see 3 quarter notes, because we learned that there's going to be 3 counts to a measure. So you see 1, 2, 3. Now, how do we know that the quarter note got 1 count? And that's indicated by the bottom number of the 4. Think of a fraction 1 over a 4. Children may not have fractions in school yet, so they may not understand that. But the lower number means, with a 4, always means that a quarter note, and a quarter note is this black oval filled in with a stem on it. That is a quarter note. So there's 3 quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, which is what was indicated by the top number. That 3 quarter notes will be counted per measure. But there are different kinds of notes, and we need to get familiar with that. So we're going to look at the note table on this little video. We see that the quarter note, the black oval with the stem, gets 1 count. That's always the case. The half note, it's the open oval with a stem, will always get 2 counts. It never varies from that. The dotted half note, that's the half note, the open oval with the stem, with a little dot behind it, will get 3 counts. And they'll see that on some of the songs, that they'll see a half note with a dot after it means 3 counts. The dot is used to add half the value of the note to the count. So there are such a things as dotted quarters, dotted half notes, dotted eighth notes. But that's a little bit complex at this point, and we'll talk about that more as we go along. And then we see the whole note is the open oval with no stem, will always get a count of 4. And that's all I wanted to cover on this video. Thank you.